Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Monday vlog. I said it would be every Monday, and it is every Monday regardless of where we're shooting the vlog from. I'm in my home office now, which is a rare seen place without the dojo wall in the back, but nonetheless, excited to be here this evening to give you guys an update as to what's going on with the channel and what you can expect for this week, along with the Q&A carryover from last week. And I pick a few of your guys' questions randomly to answer, and you guys pick some good ones. Nonetheless, first things first, the past 2 weeks we've done our stream Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Now we're back on a normal schedule. The past 2 weeks were extenuating circumstances, and as a result, we moved the stream to Tuesday. But from here on out, until further notice, we're back to the normal schedule. So this week's stream will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/DanGheesling. So I know a few of you guys missed the last 2 weeks because, oh, gee, Dan, I didn't really know that it was on the other day. Well, we're back to normal. Another cool thing that happened, I don't know that happened, but I made happen or decided to make happen, was I finally bought some editing software. I've used Final Cut Pro in the past on my MacBook. And I would sometimes shoot videos, move them to my MacBook, edit them, and then upload them to YouTube. It's about 18 steps too many. So then I just went back to default Windows video editor, which was Microsoft Movie Maker. And it's like driving a tricycle with one wheel. Look, it'll get you from point A to point B, but maybe not in the most efficient manner. And I have no complaints for a free editing software. I don't even call it suite program. It really did the job for most things. I really can't say it. It got the job done. It just was so laborious to get things done. So long story short, I went ahead and bought Adobe Premiere Elements, which isn't like the top tier, but it's perfect. It's fast. It's easy. It's tempered folded and gets the job done. It's so expect to see, and that was one of the main hurdles for me personally to continue to put out opinion videos, because there's a lot of editing, there's narration. And it just got to a point where it's like, I enjoy doing them, but the time involved in that, mostly because the software I couldn't squeeze it in. Now this is going to allow things to be a lot more regular on the opinion videos. As you can see, what last week I did a one-off or an opinion video on Elite Dangerous Multi-Coup, because that's something that I was interested in, that I thought you guys may be interested in as well. So continue to look forward to new opinion videos every Wednesday from here on out. It's a big goal of mine, in particular for the channel, to continue to do those. It just brings something different in the channel. I really enjoy doing them. I like the aspect of editing a video a week, not 17 videos a week. So it's cool just to be able to dab that in. I hope you guys enjoy those in the future. And, you know, the majority of them will be centered around Star Citizen, but not necessarily all of them. Outside of that, what's going on this week? I'm about to shoot a Tournament of Shame in about an hour or so. Excited about that. I don't think anyone's made an announcement as to what game it is, so you just have to wait on your dongers for that. But in terms of what you can expect on the channel this week, it's a little potpourri. You guys always know Star Citizen is going to be on the channel every single morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Outside of that, it will be a little Z1 sprinkled in, some For Honor. Couple first look at. There's a big game or an early access coming out Friday. I'm hoping I get a key before then and get some footage up called Hellion. I'm really excited about it. It's a space survival game that shows a lot of promise. I'm really excited to do a first look at, and potentially a mini series on it, depending on how much there is to do in the game. I'm also tinkering with just putting up maybe an edited down mission of Sniper Elite. And of course, you guys always know in the back of my head, there's a spot for Elite. We just gotta find it. You gotta flourish it. You gotta pull it out of its shell and find a way to make it happen. Outside of that, it's just so good. Let's do the Q&A. So last week, and I'm not going to do this every week, but I was in the Q&A mood last week, so let's carry it over. I said on the comments of this last video, leave some Q&A, and that's what people did. So let's go ahead. We'll start at the bottom here. Daniel Norris says, Dan, what's your favorite Yeezy song and why? For me, it would have to be the first one that I really, really liked, and that's Through the Wire off the College Dropout, A+. Who do we got here? Okay, this is an interesting question. So this is a random mix of like YouTube questions and other random stuff. So Jesse Malachowski says, Dan, why don't you use Facecam when you play anymore? That's really kind of a twofold thing, at least for me. Number one, there's often times when I'll watch a video or hear someone say something. Very rare, but I'd say maybe 2 or 3 times a year, whether it's for business, YouTube, life, whatever, where it kind of resonates and you're like, that makes a lot of sense. I think that'll work for me. And I don't remember where or when or how. I don't know if it was on camera or off camera, but another YouTuber that I've known for, man, it's crazy, since 2012. That's when I first met him. KYR Speedy, he said something. It might have been in the Shooting Stars interview. I'm like, hey, why don't you use Facecam? And he's like, I don't really want to take away from the game. And it really kind of made sense to me. It's like, and it's kind of odd because it's like, well, people come to the YouTube channel to hear your commentary, but they don't necessarily come to see your face. And unless I'm playing a game and like reactions are a huge part of it, I really won't do it. So games like The Walking Dead, I will do that. But also I found out it made me push myself to make more energetic videos because I didn't have to necessarily worry about the camera. Not that I was worried about the camera, but like I think it's allowed me to become better on the voice side of things and being more dynamic because you can't rely on the camera. So if you rely on the camera and you talk like this in all your videos, well, then it's not really that entertaining. But if you're forced to engage, you get the point. And I don't know, it's really been kind of, for lack of a better term, freeing for me. I can be more creative and do, I guess, more, not impersonations, but just have more fun because I'm not necessarily worried about the squared circle looking me in the eye. Interesting question, though. Am I all organic? Well, all humans are organic unless you have some sort of implant. But I'm guessing what you're referring to is what I consume. I'd say a lot. There's this and we're getting off track. I wanted to kind of keep this about games, but nonetheless, there was this Netflix documentary called Food Inc., I believe, that I saw and really kind of struck me. I'm like, well, if organic means real food, and this is nothing, this is my personal opinion, it's not right, wrong, or indifferent, but if organic means food that's real, what's other food? And long story short, organic milk is like old school milk. It's really good. Anyways, so not all, but as much as possible. You got to do things within the confines of reality, right? You can't live your life all organic. Like, so for example, oh, Dan, what about this LaCroix you're drinking? It's not organic. It's okay. Drake says, what games do you play in your free time that you don't play on your channel? Well, that's an interesting concept because with recent changes in life, I don't have as much free time as I used to. So I don't play a ton of games off camera. And it's kind of this weird dichotomy. I don't know if that's the proper word or not, but we've been talking about it with the NLSS crew on Skype. And it's like, if you're playing games off camera, then you could be using that time to play games on camera for your channel. So that's kind of the weird part. It's like, I don't play nearly as many video games as I did prior to YouTube. I don't even know if that's the right question, but one of the few games, and it's rare that I do, I'd probably say a handful of times a month that I'm playing something that's not on camera. H1Z1, and I played some Stardew Valley on my Xbox One, more so if it's kind of a chill mood and like my son's sleeping on me. You know what I mean? I'm not like playing a Call of Duty, but you know what I'm saying. So that's a game that I can just, like, he's sleeping, I can play. I don't have to do anything except the fishing, and I love the fishing in it. Nonetheless, okay, Craig Carter says, you're tight with the NLS crew, but do very little with other streamers like various Star Citizen, Twitch, and YouTube creators. Will you expand your team-ups with any others besides NLSS? Well, I was a little disappointed individually through my own fault for not reaching out, but last year I did a Valentine's Day special with Zero Period Productions and Al Chessbreach, and it was a lot of fun. And in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, we should do something again, and the sands of time just didn't allow for it to happen. But I'd really like to do more with those guys, and then guys like Bad News Baron, DJ Knight on Twitch. It's kind of, the interesting thing is, and it's, I guess if you count 2012, I mean, you just get to know these people, and it's just, you just have to line things up and put the time and thought to doing that. But there's a lot of people in the Star Citizen community in particular, people like Board Gamer. I met Twerk, seems like a really nice guy. I just met him, but it's not like you don't go to these people like, hey, you want to make a video? It's kind of something like natural that happens. Like Baron, I'm trying to think, how did I meet Baron? I don't know. I met Baron a couple years ago. And so it's like to ask him to do something or collaborate on something's not a big deal. But if you don't really know someone, it's kind of weird and you don't really do that. But there's a lot of people in the Star Citizen community that I think are doing really cool things. And so I think it's probably just a matter of time. We did a big live stream, big within Star Citizen, meaning like number of pilots, with Sergeant Gamble. And that was a lot of fun. He's someone that I met at CitizenCon. But it's kind of like, it's like, I guess you could say like any other business. You just meet people, and some people are like, yeah, let's do something. And most of the time you guys mean it, but then sometimes you go back and you get busy. But I will say there's not a lack of people that I've met that I'm like, wow, I'd really like to do something with them. And I think the feeling's mutual. It's just organizing it. And the toughest thing is scheduling. So like, for example, we do a tournament of shame. Like, oh yeah, Dan, that's easy. You guys hang out all the time. Well, it's just getting everyone at the same point, at the same time, the same place to dedicate a set amount of time to shoot a bunch of videos. It's not always as easy as you think, but when it happens, it's a lot of fun. So anyways, so I definitely do want to do that. Next question. Was this the last one? I wanted to say that one for the last one. All right, so this is from Tracy Chang. Oops, she didn't put her last name, but we know Tracy. How do you feel about pineapple on pizza? It's not a go-to, meaning like I'm not going to make that my everyday side piece, but once every couple months, I can do a little pineapple. All right, and this last one, Prison Bum Bait, says, what's my opinion of NL? So I'll give you the real opinion and then the realer opinion. So my opinion of NL is I think he's a really, really nice guy who's got an extremely rare combination of an extreme intelligence and extreme wit. I just think, to me, that is such a rare combo because normally you know people that are witty and they're funny, which Ryan is, but they don't always have the internal knowledge to back it up. And I just think anytime I've had a chance to hang out with him or collaborate with him, it's just really easy. He's the type of guy it's like really easy to make videos with because it's really easy to play off him. It's like I'm trying to think of I don't want to compare him to like a dancing chimpanzee, but the dude's always got a trick up his sleeve. But the thing is, it's not like, the weird thing is that I think with Ryan, and I guess weird or unique, it's like I don't feel like he's trying. Like that's just who he is. He's just that dynamic and kind of funny. And I don't say that it's like, oh, Dan, you're just kissing up to him. No, that's just my honest opinion of him. He's a really funny guy. He's really sharp, and he's really witty. So he makes things really easy and fun to collaborate with. Not to mention, like, I don't think I've ever done a video with him or hung out with him and not cracked up. I mean, it is what it is. Some people have it, and I don't want to say some people don't, but some people are just dialed up to like a 15 without trying, because you meet people that are funny, but you're like, dude, this dude's really trying to be funny, and he is pretty funny, but it's not. I don't get that vibe with NL. So he's definitely a unique cat, but also a really nice guy. You know, it's without getting softy about it. You know, for as successful as he is, he's extremely humble, which is also very cool. So anyways, that was a really long Q&A. I don't plan on doing too many more of these because at least we'll do them every now and then, but not every vlog. Anyways, let's get into the channel numbers because that's why you guys all came here. Honestly, this helps me so much doing the channel numbers, just seeing progress. All right, anyways, last week the views were at 61,000. This week we're at 65. Those went up. That was good. Last week we were at 1,741 likes. This week we're at 2,011 likes. Those went up. That was good. Last week we were at 328 comments. This week we're at 433 comments. Those went up. That was good. Last week we had 110 new subscribers. This week we had 114. So that's the quadruple 4 pluses. What does that mean? I don't know. But let me know in the comments below. Should we do something if we get 4 pluses in a week? I'd be down to do something. What do you think we should do if all 4 are plussed up for the week? I feel like we should do something. What? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you should think we should do when we plus up 4 times. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the live stream Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope you guys enjoy all the videos this week. I'm excited to continue to work on them because they're not all done yet. But also got Tournament of Shame coming up and lots of good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.